My name is Kerry Spence. I'm a professional artist, mainly portrait art. I take images that clients give me and I breathe new life into old memories.
What does art mean to you?
It means everything to me, really. It's something that I've been involved in all of my life, since I was a young child. Been drawing and painting. Really, it's my vocation, and once it finds you, you don't find it. So it's something that I've had to develop over the years, and yes, it's been a huge part of my life. Teenage years, not so great. At school, art wasn't a good subject for me because I didn't get on very well with the teacher. She wasn't very encouraging. She was more of a contemporary, modern art teacher. And I was a realist and loved realism. Actually, she was very dismissive and downright rude about it. So it put me off completely. I just kept very, very quiet and didn't show very many people my art at all. The only people who knew were my family and friends. So it wasn't a good experience. So we clashed. Wasn't a good thing. Also, the attitude then was art is not a real job. The starving artist myth, I suppose you would say. I mean, there's a lot more openings for creative careers now than there ever was back then. So my first memory of actually doing art, it would be, I read a book called The Incredible Journey and I was so involved in the story, I absolutely loved it. And on the cover of the book was a portrait of the two dogs and cat that is part of the story. I wanted to recreate that. So I ended up getting some paper and a pencil and having a go at drawing it. It took me a really long time to get it right, but eventually I got it to look exactly like the picture on the book. Sometimes you say to people that you're an artist and they sort of have a little bit of a smirk and laugh at you or call you a bullshit artist. I don't know whether you better put that on there, but they do. But if you say that you work for Louis Vuitton, which is one of the biggest luxury brands in the world, then the reaction is different. Working for Louis Vuitton is a high standard of excellence, so you have to be on your game all the time. It really has taught me to be a more professional artist. It's given me more confidence in myself, and also it is, you get more respect, basically. About 18 to 20 months ago, I injured my hand when I was working and strained the tendon that goes up your thumb. And that put extra pressure on the actual thumb joint as well. So I went through all sorts of treatment to try to get it right. Didn't work. Nothing really gave me any relief and it just got continually worse. So it came to the point of the surgeon said to me, you have no options left. You have to get it operated on. It's been amazing because I've shut everything else down and it's come to a screaming halt. My mind is just filling with creative ideas. It's just unbelievable. And I want to get into the studio. I'm itching to get into the studio and yet I can't do it yet. They've all come crowding in. All these ideas have come crowding in that time. It's sort of like, oh, we've got some space in here. We can think of some new ideas. Yeah, it's been great actually, once I can do them. I think people have a tendency to think as a visual artist that you're good at it because you're born like that. That's a load of crap. You're not born with skills. You learn them and you practice them and you hone your craft over time. That's what makes you good at it. I think it's just a little bit of a furphy that people believe that you're born with it. Sure, you have a talent for it, but talent's one thing. Building on it and making it a solid skill that you can produce an artwork is another thing entirely.
What advice would you give to up-and-coming artists?
To me, creativity is about the head, the heart, and it comes out the hand. And to have that flow, you need to know the basics. And it's the same as you need to know your scales with music. You need to know the basics of what you're doing here with film. And then you get to experiment and be creative beyond that. So learn the basics, have patience, hone your craft. No way. You're kidding me. Excuse me being so awkward. Oh my God, it's the same book. I think I'm gonna cry. Oh wow. This is amazing. I can't believe you found it. That's awesome. You're gonna have to all sign it. How did you find this? It took you a while. It was printed back in 1963, for goodness sake. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. That's just awesome. I'm amazed.